Today we're going to see one poem. The title of the poem is Aerodynamic Mishap. In this poem, we can see the imagination and finally have it go to the mistake. Mishap means a slight accident. In this poem, the poet explains how he made a paper aeroplane and how it made accident at final. This poem explains the incident which we done in our classroom. Like our poet, we are also doing lot of things in our classroom. Let me know about the poet who has done these things in his classroom. Poet means who writes poem. This poem is written by Gareth Lancaster. He is a British poet and writer. He has published 5 collections of poetry. His one of the poems won the inaugural Arnold Bennett Book Prize. Okay, let me move to the poem. This is the first stanza of the poem. I made a paper aeroplane. It really was the best. I took my time to make it right. To that I can attest. The poet made a paper aeroplane. In his look, that was the really wonderful work. He took his own time to make a best paper aeroplane with proper shapes to fly far away. This is the second stanza of this poem. I would planned it all so thoroughly. I would sketched from either side. I knew that all would be amazed to see it swoop and dive. The poet made that aeroplane with completely planned. He would sketched from either side. He thought that would be amazed than all others. He hoped that his aeroplane would be moved downward very fast and could dive also. If we made paper aeroplane means we are also want the wishes like our poet, right? Okay, ready to move the next stanza. This is the third stanza. From this stanza, the poet turned to the another side because one incident was happened that changed all the happy mood of the poet. Okay, the third stanza is, but its first flight was not to plan, though it showed up high. The teacher turned, it crashed and burned, and hit her in the eye. The poet ready to fly the flight. He made the flight to fly. It flew very high and may dive also. Suddenly there was a slight accident. The teacher suddenly turned. His aeroplane crashed on the teacher and burned and hit her in the eyes. So the teacher got angry at the poet. This poem is very excitement. Now we are on the climax. Okay, this is the last stanza. My plane screwed up went in the bin. All agreed it was a shame, but my teachers got a big black eye, and I am the one to blame. The poet felt that his plane was screwed up, and his teacher threw in the dustbin. That made very shame to the poet. He thought that his teacher had a big black eye. That's why the plane got an accident. He covered with full of sad because his teacher blamed him. I hope you all enjoy this poem. Enjoy your school days, but not doing unwanted things in the class. Okay? Okay, let me move to the next topic, that is rhyming words. What is meant by rhyming words? Rhyming words is the word which have the same sound in the end of the letters. Okay, in our poem also we have rhyming words. In the first paragraph, we have one rhyming word, that is best and attest. The second stanza also we have one, that is side and dive. In the third stanza, high and I. In the fourth stanza, shame and blame. Thank you all.